Dear students, in previous class we learned two ways of defining oxidation and reduction reactions. Let me recall once. Oxidation is gain of oxygen or loss of electrons, and its reverse is reduction. That means reduction is loss of oxygen or gain of electrons. Now we are going to learn another definition for oxidation reduction reactions. Contents are oxidation state, rules for oxidation states, oxidation states change during redox reactions, oxidizing and reducing agents. In oxidation reduction reaction, electrons move between atoms. Look at this diagram. When atom A reacts with atom B, electron moves from atom A to B. We can describe the movement of this electron using oxidation and reduction. Atom A is giving one electron to B. A has oxidized and B has reduced. That means A becomes positively charged and B becomes negatively charged. Let us take an example of formation of sodium chloride, which is table salt. Sodium and chlorine are electrically neutral atoms. Sodium gives one outer electron to chlorine. This is where the charges come in. Sodium loses an electron and becomes Na plus, and chlorine gains an electron and becomes Cl minus. Two ions of opposite charges attract each other to form ionic compound sodium chloride. So, this is the process of formation of sodium chloride. Look at this chemical equation. Here, sodium and chlorine below that we wrote number 0, which means they are electrically neutral or no charge. Whereas, for compound sodium chloride, we wrote +1 and -1. Here, +1 indicates loss of one electron and -1 indicates gain of one electron. So, these numbers are called oxidation states or oxidation numbers. Here, in this example, oxidation states of sodium is +1 in sodium chloride, and oxidation state of chlorine is -1 in sodium chloride. Oxidation states. What does oxidation state mean? Oxidation state tells us how many electrons each atom of an element has gained, lost or shared in forming a compound. Oxidation states may be positive, negative or 0. Oxidation state positive means atom in the compound lost electron. +1 means atom lost 1 electron. Oxidation states +2 means atom lost 2 electrons and so on. Oxidation state is negative means atom in the compound has gained electrons. If it is -1 means atom gained 1 electron. -2 means atom gained 2 electrons and so on. Oxidation state 0 for an element is not combined with other elements. As we have seen in previous example of formation of sodium chloride, sodium and chlorine atom have 0 oxidation states or oxidation number. However, in sodium chloride, sodium has oxidation state +1 and chlorine has oxidation state -1. If the oxidation number is positive, This means that atom loses electrons. If the oxidation state is negative, this means that atom gains electrons. If oxidation state is 0, this means that atom neither gains nor loses electrons. The rules for oxidation states. Here sodium and chlorine have a oxidation states 0. When sodium chloride compound is formed, sodium has oxidation state +1 and chlorine has oxidation state -1. Oxidation states are represented below the atoms or compound in Roman numerals. There are set of rules for identifying and representing oxidation states. Rule number 1. Each atom in a formula has an oxidation state. Here in sodium chloride, sodium has oxidation state +1, chlorine has oxidation state -1. So each atom in a formula has oxidation state. Rule number 2. The oxidation state is usually given as a Roman numeral. Look at this Roman number. These are Roman numbers. This could be positive or negative. Rule number 3. Where an element is not combined with other elements, its atoms are in oxidation state 0. Look at the above example. Here sodium, which is not combined with other element, so its oxidation state is 0. Similarly, chlorine also oxidation state is 0. Rule number 4. Look at this table. Many elements have the same oxidation state in most or all their compounds. Here this table given below indicates some elements and its oxidation state in compound. Hydrogen oxidation state in compound is +1. Sodium and other first group metals oxidation state in compounds is +1. Other first group elements are potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium. Calcium and other second group metals oxidation state in compound is +2. Other second group elements are beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium and radium. Aluminium oxidation state in compounds is +3. Chlorine, that is halogen, group 7 elements oxidation state in compounds is -1. Oxygen, in most of the compound oxygen oxidation state is -2. Rule number 5. But atoms of transition elements can have variable oxidation states in their compound. Look at this table. Iron is a transition element. Its oxidation state in compounds may be +2 or +3 depending on the which other element it will combine. Similarly, copper oxidation states in compound +1 and +2. Manganese +2, +4 and +7. Similarly, chromium common oxidation states in compound +3 and +6. Because for example iron chloride, we will write it as FeCl3. Oxidation state of iron in FeCl3 is +3. So iron 2 chloride we will write FeCl2. Oxidation state of iron in iron 2 chloride is +2. Similarly, another example, copper 2 oxide we will write CuO. Whereas copper 1 oxide we will write Cu2O. So different formulas because of variable oxidation states. Then rule number 6. Note that in any formula, the oxidation state must add up to 0. Look at this formula for magnesium chloride. For example, magnesium chloride, MgCl2. Magnesium is second group in the periodic table. So second group element, what is the oxidation state? It is +2. Means it is giving 2 electron to the chlorine. So +2. Similarly, chlorine Cl, it is in the 7th group in the periodic table. It will take 1 electron. One chlorine atom will take 1 electron. Another chlorine atom will take another electron. That is why here Cl2. So 2 multiplied by -1. That is -2. But total oxidation number, if you add +2 -2, total is always 0. Let me summarize all the rules in this table. Here first one, all elements in uncombined state 0. Already explained before, sodium uncombined state, its oxidation state is 0. All monoatomic ions same as their charge. Monoatomic means single atom with charge. For example, sodium ion Na+, oxidation state is +1. Chloride ion Cl-, oxidation state is -1. Hydrogen in all compounds +1 oxidation state. Hydrogen in hydrides -1. Oxygen in all compounds -2 oxidation states. Oxygen in peroxides -1. All first group elements in compounds +1. All second group elements in compound +2. All halogens in group 1 and 2 compounds -1. The sum of oxidation number in a compound 0. That is rule number 6, already explained before. The sum of oxidation number in a polyatomic ion same as its charge, that I will explain with example. We can find oxidation state of any element in the compound using these rules. Here in this example 1, what is oxidation number of sulfur in sodium sulfate? Sodium is first group element, oxidation number is +1. Sulfur oxidation number we don't know, we will consider as X. Oxygen oxidation state is -2. Here oxidation state of sodium plus oxidation state of sulfur plus oxidation state of oxygen equals 0, because sum of oxidation states equals 0. So sodium, how many atoms are there? 2 atoms. So 2 into +1 plus X, oxidation state of X, that we are going to find, plus 4 into oxidation state of oxygen -2 equals 0. That is 2 plus X minus 8 equals 0. So X equal to 6, that is +6. So oxidation state of sulfur in sodium sulfate is 6. Example 2. What is oxidation number of manganese in a paramanganate ion? Manganese oxidation number we don't know, we will consider as it is X. Oxygen oxidation number is -2. So X plus how many oxygen atoms are there? 4. So X plus 4 multiplied by -2 equals -1, because here it is a ion, paramanganate ion with charge is -1, so it is equal to -1. Total of oxidation number is equal to charge of the ion. So X minus 8 equals -1, so X is equal to +7, that is oxidation state of manganese in permanganate ion is +7. Example 3. Determine the oxidation number of sulfur in sulfur dioxide. Sulfur oxidation state we will consider as X plus how many oxygen atoms? 2 oxygen atoms multiply by oxidation states of oxygen is -2, that is equal to 0. So X minus 4 equals 0. So X is equal to +4, that is oxidation state of sulfur in sulfur dioxide. Example 4. Determine the oxidation number of sulfur in sulfate ion. SO4 2 minus. So X plus how many oxygen atoms here also? 4 multiply by oxidation state of oxygen is -2 equals, it is charge of the ion here because it is not a compound, it is a ion, -2. So X minus 8 equals -2, X is equal to +6, that is oxidation state of sulfur in sulfate ion is +6. Example 5. Determine the oxidation number of nitrogen in ammonia NH3. X plus how many hydrogen atoms are there? 3. So 3 into oxidation state of hydrogen, that is 1, equals 0. So X plus 3 is equal to 0. X equal to -3, that is -3 is the oxidation state of nitrogen in ammonia. Example 6. Determine the oxidation number of nitrogen in sodium nitrate. Here sodium first group element oxidation state is +1 plus N, that is nitrogen oxidation state we are calculating here, plus how many oxygen atoms are there? 3. So 3 multiply by oxidation state of oxygen, that is -2 equals 0. So 1 plus X minus 6 equals 0. X is equal to +5, that is oxidation state of nitrogen in sodium nitrate. Example number 7. Determine the oxidation number of nitrogen in ammonium chloride. Here we are finding oxidation state of nitrogen. We will consider as it is X plus 4. How many hydrogen atoms are there? 4. So 4 into oxidation number of hydrogen is 1 plus how many chlorine atom? Only 1. 1 into oxidation state of chlorine is -1, that is equal to 0. X plus 4 minus 1 equal to 0, that is X equal to -3, that is oxidation state of nitrogen in ammonium chloride. Oxidation states change during redox reaction. Look at this example. Sodium reacts with chlorine to form sodium chloride. Here each sodium atom loses an electron during the reaction to form an Na+, that is sodium ion. So sodium is oxidized and its oxidation state rises from 0 to +1. Each chlorine atom gains an electron to form an chloride ion, that is Cl- ion. So chlorine is reduced and its oxidation state falls from 0 to -1. So oxidation states change during redox reaction. If oxidation states change during redox reaction, during a reaction, it is a redox reaction. What is redox reaction here? This is the another definition. If oxidation states change during a reaction, it is a redox reaction. Look at this table here. A rise in oxidation number means oxidation has occurred. Below that arrow line, a fall in oxidation number means reduction is occurred. So which one is oxidized here? Sodium oxidation state change from 0 to +1. So oxidation number increased. So it is oxidation. Whereas chlorine oxidation state changes from 0 to -1. It is decrease. So it is a reduction. So fall in oxidation number means reduction. A rise in oxidation number means oxidation. Using oxidation states to identify redox reaction. If oxidation state changes, that reaction is redox reaction. Example 1. Iron reacts with sulfur to form iron sulfide. Here iron oxidation state 0 changes to +2. There is increase in oxidation state from 0 to +2 means iron is oxidized, and sulfur oxidation states changes from 0 to -2. That means sulfur is reduced. So it is a redox reaction. Example 2. When chlorine is bubbled through a solution of iron chloride, iron 3 chloride is formed. The equation and oxidation states are given here. Look at this example. Here oxidation state of iron in iron 2 chloride changes to iron 3, that is 3 plus. Iron 2 to 3 plus. It changes from 2 to 3 plus, and oxidation state of chlorine changes from 0 to -1. So here also there is change in oxidation states. So it is redox reaction. In example 3, when ammonia and hydrogen chloride gases mix, they react to form ammonium chloride. The equation and oxidation states are, look at this equation here. There is no change in oxidation state. So this is not a redox reaction. So ammonia oxidation state of nitrogen is -3. In product also oxidation state of nitrogen in ammonium chloride is -3. And hydrogen also oxidation state, it is same in product and reactant. So this is not a redox reaction. Oxidizing and reducing agents. What are oxidizing and reducing agents? Look at this example. When hydrogen reacts with heated copper oxide, copper and water are produced. When copper oxide is reduced to copper by reaction with hydrogen, so hydrogen acts as a reducing agent. Now look at this equation here. Which one is oxidized? So here hydrogen gained oxygen to form water. So hydrogen is oxidized, whereas copper oxide loses oxygen and to form copper. So copper oxide is reduced. Copper oxide is reduced with the help of hydrogen. So hydrogen is a reducing agent. Similarly, hydrogen is oxidized to water with the help of copper oxide. So copper oxide is a oxidizing agent. An oxidizing agent oxidizes another substance and itself reduced. A reducing agent reduces another substance and itself oxidized. Oxidants and reductants. Oxidizing agents are also called oxidants. Reducing agents are called reductants. Examples for oxidizing and reducing agents. Here copper oxide reacts with hydrogen to produce copper and water. Copper oxide is reduced and copper oxide is a oxidizing agent because copper oxide helps hydrogen to oxidize, that is H2 to H2O. Here hydrogen is oxidized and hydrogen is the reducing agent. So hydrogen helps copper oxide to reduce to copper. Another example, ammonia reacts with oxygen to produce oxides of nitrogen and water. Here ammonia is the reducing agent and oxygen is the oxidizing agent. Oxygen helps ammonia to oxidation process and ammonia helps to reduce oxygen to water. Oxidizing agent is oxygen and reducing agent is ammonia. Remember, oxidizing agents cause oxidation, reducing agents cause reduction. Oxidizing and reducing agents in the lab. Some substances have a strong drive to gain electrons, so they are strong oxidizing agents. They readily oxidize other substances by taking electron from them. For example, oxygen, chlorine, etc. Some substances are strong reducing agents, readily give up electrons to other substances. Example, hydrogen, carbon monoxide and reactive metals like sodium. Some oxidizing and reducing agents show a color change when they react. Examples are potassium manganate is used as an oxidizing agent in lab, and another example is potassium dichromate is used as an oxidizing agent in the lab, and another example is potassium iodide that we are using as a reducing agent in the lab. Dear students, to summarize today's class, electron transfer is a redox reaction. If electron transfer from A to B, A is oxidized by losing electrons. B is reduced by gaining electrons. A is a reducing agent, helps B to reduce. B is a oxidizing agent, helps A to oxidize. In oxidation reaction, oxidation number or oxidation state increases, whereas in reduction reaction, oxidation state or oxidation number decreases.